To have all my hair back, and that way I feel like I have like a clean palette to work on.
Oh, well, I guess I'll be like you. I normally do that last, but I always want to be like Kim, so.
She does not.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
You want to act bad like me?
I learned how to be bad from you. She's all neat with hers. I don't even brush.
Well, it's not, I'm not neat.
I used to be so particular and do this like so precise, and I would like measure out and part out. I don't know when I finally learned that was
Well,
not
because the
necessary.
thing is, it doesn't have to be pretty. You're going to cover it up. So it doesn't really matter what underneath your wig looks like.
I kind of do
what-
like a French twist. And I just do one, and I put several of these barrettes. These are these old-fashioned, I don't know what they're even called, but those little clippy barrettes, because they have this nice curve and it fits to your head.
So I just do two. I do one up top, one on the bottom. I used to do three, but
I do 4. I don't know why. I think it's overkill, but you know my motto, one's good, 4's better.
then with
I learned that from your mama.
Yeah, she's.
When I started here at Mimi, she just wore her hair up and she'd have like 4 hair pieces stuck up there. She just looked so pretty.
And she'd do a wig and a hair piece.
Yeah, I learned from her. One's good, 2's better.
And we look back at the pictures. She had so much hair. And everybody wanted to look just like her that came in the store.
They still want to look just like her.
I know, but they can't. Not everybody can carry off that much hair. She
No,
did.
she can't.
She looked like a model.
Oh, you're fast. Okay, wig grip. Milano, wig grip, white right.
Yeah, I've done this before.
Well, maybe somebody watching us hasn't.
Well, maybe it's the difference between 2 clips and 4 clips.
Maybe.
All right, so we are not makeup artists.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I'm not, and I am not formally trained. So a lot of what I do is just not conventional. I just do it the way I do it, and you know, I'm just a firm believer is for a lot of things there's no right or wrong. It's what is right for you. So this is what's right for me. If you don't want to do it my way.
So if you, disclaimer, if you are a makeup artist and you watch this, first of all, forgive us. Secondly, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, the world's about doing what works, like Kim said, what works for you. So I know there's probably better ways, but this is what we do.
Just makeup.
It's organic.
It's fun. Anyway, I buy these. They're called the MAC paint pots. Actually, are they paint pots?
Yeah, they're paint pots. I use that too, and I think we pretty much use the same color, Painterly.
Yeah.
But the first thing I do is I can't pluck or wax my eyebrows because they break out, so I use these little razors, and I always just go in and just touch up every day. Excuse me, every day that I wear makeup.
So this just paints on, and it's kind of like an eyeshadow primer. And so I just kind of paint it all over my eyelid.
I mean, I've tried a lot of eyeshadow primers, but I think I just really like this the best because it's a little heavier.
Well, it used to come in a tube, and that's when I first wore it.
Yeah.
It was in a tube, and then it went away for a while, and then it came back in a pot, so I was happy about that.
I put mine, I don't use concealer under my eyes most of the time, so I always put a little bit of this right in the corner where my dark circles tend to be.
So then I follow that up. I've got this Kylie Jenner pressed powder palette that I really like. There's another one made by Morphe that I love, but today I'm going to use my Kylie Jenner one. And it's browns and mauves, that kind of thing.
And I always set mine in with a compact powder. This one I'm using is from Wonder. It's an internet company. I saw it on Facebook. I really love it. I wore it as foundation for a while, but it was a little heavy for a powder foundation for me. But I just put it over my eye primer, and my eyeshadow will last all day.
And I just set mine with a little bit of eyeshadow, just a neutral color. And then I come back, pick a darker color, Today I'm going to put cocoa on.
Kim, sometimes I do my eyeshadow first, but most of the time I do my foundation first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to prime my face. This is a Becca primer. It's a illuminating primer. Instant Complexion Refresh. It's the First Light priming.
And I usually will start to put the darker shades on. And then I'll usually come back at the very end and touch up a little bit more on the eyeshadow. Alright, so that's a good start. So now I'm going to put my...
You doing foundation?
Yeah, are you doing foundation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm a little jealous of Kim's foundation because I can't find it anywhere. But I'm doing the Too Faced Born This Way. It's a really lightweight foundation. This is a light beige.
And I take my makeup brush and I use the Clarins green. It just says it's an SOS primer. And I use green because I have a really ruddy skin tone and I tend to go red. And so the green helps me control that. So I'll put a little squirt on my brush.
Same with my foundation.
And then I put a squirt of foundation, and I like the Lorac. And she says they have it on Amazon.
I know.
I've told you that.
I know, but I want to go get it. Instant gratification.
Well, Amazon's not doing so great on their
They're not.
Prime.
They're not.
All right, so then I just start kind of painting my face with this. Okay, so I do that, and it's not blended great, but I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer.
Blend, blend, blend.
And then we're going to blend it all together. And I like the Shape Tape by Tarte. Just like that.
While she's doing that, I'm going to start my contouring. Which, I don't really know if I'm doing it right, but I just do it. And I got a new contour palette.
Do you know what would happen if I contoured?
Probably the same thing happens to me.
I'd have like stripes all over I can't even do that because it just wouldn't work.
If you can't tell, we love Lorac. This is the Lorac Pro. It's the contour palette. It has lots of nice colors in it, from light for your highlight to your... And what I really like is that it's got a light, a deep, and then a medium contour. And it comes with its own little brush, which I already have a contour brush, but this is what it looks like. So for the deep, I only come right back here. This is the deep color.
Do you know that for probably half my life, I didn't even have brushes. I had a blush brush.
We used to use those sponge things.
Oh yeah, or my hands,
your
or
hands.
what, yeah, whatever. And now it's like I have all these brushes, and they work a lot better. So this is a blending brush blending brush that I use just for under my eyes.
So that was deep.
I'll start blending that.
This is medium, and these are so pigmented. Literally, when I do this, I barely even tap.
All right, so that's still stripy looking. So now I take my blending brush and I'll start blending my whole face.
And I use the medium just to kind of go in and buff out deep. That's what I do to my cheeks. And then I use the light. I come in on my nose. Just a little bit up the sides of my nose.
One of my brush hairs coming out. Right in there. Okay, so this is the most controversial thing that I do.
She's such a bad girl.
I set my foundation and everything with powder at this point, which I've been told is the wrong thing to do, but it works for me. And we both use the same thing. I love the Becca,
The Hydra-Mist.
The Hydra-Mist powder. It goes on and it feels like it's wet, and it literally sets everything. I mean, I've got giant pores. It kind of helps cover those up. Although mine are so big, they're never going to get covered up. But
This is just, I'm using a little bit of the yellow highlight under where kind of purple.
And then I just...
And then right along my hairline. And of course my jawline. And this is with the medium.
So this feels like it goes on wet, and then it dries.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, and it sets.
That is the only complaint I have about it is that I never finish it before it starts to dry out.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it when it gets down to that point. I'm willing to throw it away and just get a new one. That's how good that powder is.
I mean, they've got a little lid on it, and you're supposed to keep it shut to maintain that moisture, and it works fairly well. But yeah, I've never used all of mine either because it loses moisture. Okay.
Okay, after I contour, I highlight for my blush. And to do that, I use Morphe, and it's called Spark. It's a little Morphe highlighting. The Lorac has a highlight, but I just really love this. It's just got really pretty pinky. It reminds me of a seashell tone.
Your process is just more complicated than mine.
Not really. Then I do that with this buffing brush. So up my nose.
So then I just start putting on a little bit of blush. I have the NARS.
I go around my eye. Now it looks really, really crazy right now, but don't worry. I'm not trying to be a unicorn. Now blush.
And I don't even, can I even read what this NARS is?
I think it's a bad name.
Oh, it is. It's called Sin.
It is a bad name. I don't know what these are named.
But I like the color. Oh, this
palette.
makes me so nervous. Watch how she does this. This makes me so nervous.
It looks like I only use this color, which is really weird because I use them all. But this is a MAC palette. This was actually a gift to me, and it has been my favorite blush ever. These are interchangeable, and this is what I do. I use them all. And I do everything really dark to begin with. Because when I put my setting powder, it just lightens it up. So I start to look like a clown.
I was going to say, if I did that, I would look like a clown because I wouldn't know what to do afterwards. All right, I'm going to lie. I like the liquid eyeliner by Tarte. I guess I like Tarte a lot. It's called Sex Kitten. It's even got like little, the top has like a little cat with cat ears on it. It's just super
So
cute.
you use the Sin blush, and now you're using the Sex Kitten eyeliner.
Yeah.
I'm scared to know what's next. This
Well,
is my influence.
I told you about going to, you told me about that mascara, and I was so embarrassed to ask for it that I wandered around Ulta forever trying to find it because I did not want to ask for Better Than Sex mascara.
Oh, how far you come. Oh, how the mighty have fallen from being embarrassed. Well, I do my eyebrows next because as you can see, my eyebrows are pretty non-existent. So in the middle of all this, I want to do my eyebrows because then my setting powder kind of tones that down too. And I'm using Benefit. I always use the Benefit powders, and I have this little...
What mascara do you like, Misty?
Bad Gal Bang.
Uh-huh.
But this is my little pot. I buy the minis, which that's why I love Benefit, because I buy the minis because by the time I get down to the bottom, my brush is just all gross. And so if you buy the minis, you can just keep buying them. It's the same price as buying the double size. My hair is medium brown, so I use the number 3. And I use this from like where my color, my iris starts out, because I want that to be my darkest. And that's my first step.
And then once I do the bottom, I just take my finger and smudge it just a little at the corners. I don't know why I do that, but I like it. And I curl my eyelashes. I'm sure you saw that. And I have the Tarte
I can't remember the last time I curled my eyelashes.
Well, you don't need to.
Well, I really should, but I remember back in the day when you would just get like those really cheapy ones, and then I didn't know you were supposed to replace that pad, and I'd be like, my eyelashes would be like, and then half the time I was breaking them off. Anyway, now that I've got this part of my eyebrow done, I'm going to do my setting powder.
And I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I use this. This is cheap. It's called Magic Collection Eyebrow Gel, and I got it at the beauty supply, and I just use a brush and paint it on. And then I come back with another brush that, what is, I don't even know what that's called. Like, it looks like a mascara. Oh, a spoolie?
A spoolie.
Okay. And then I just kind of brush that and blend it all together.
So I just toned everything down so I'm not looking quite like a unicorn. And now, what I also do with my setting powder is I have this this is a Morphe brush. I love Morphe brushes, and this is just a little, it looks like a mini blush brush, but I also put extra setting powder at the corners. I want to see it. I want a lot of it there. That way, if I get eyeshadow, I can buff that right out. I'm going to be using, what am I going to use today? Tarte. We're just tarting out.
I know.
We're tarts. Is that a bad thing? Somebody calls you a tart?
I don't know.
This is the Tarte Man Eater.
I mean, all these names are bad.
They are bad. But this is my palette that I use most often. I do a lot of the browns and the burgundies.
And this is my new favorite mascara by Tarte. Lights, Camera, Lashes.
I didn't like that.
No, you didn't.
But it's okay. Alright, so I go in with my darkest color first. And I am embarrassed to say this. I have so many expensive eyeshadow brushes. What I'm using today is e.l.f. I forgot my makeup one day and had to make a Walmart run. I think I mentioned it on one of our videos. And I bought these little brushes. They're like $4 a piece. And I really like it. This little smudgy brush because it gets in my crease really well.
Somebody wrote in and wanted to know what your Walmart haul was.
Well, this is one of them. So going with my dark. I kind of go for that raccoon look to start.
Well, you got it.
Yep.
So I like a lot of mascara, and so sometimes it gets a little clumpy.
Okay, I got my darkest color on, so now I'm going to go in with just a little bit lighter color just to blend it in.
And I'm ready for lipstick.
She's way faster than me.
Well, I don't contour and shine and prime and whatever.
Well, you don't need as much work as I do. This is one thing I like to do is I go back to my Spark Morphe and I use this as my highlight sometimes.
And I'm going to put on Fly Girl Lip Sense, and I don't know if you're familiar with lip sense, but the way it works is you put 3 coats on, you let them dry in between applications, and then you follow up with their gloss. And I'm going to use the Fly Girl color and just the plain clear glossy gloss today.
If you've never worn lip sense and you order it from us, we'll give you detailed instruction. Because if you get it and don't do it right, you'll hate it. If you get it and do it right, you'll love it. Okay, now I'm pretty well through with my eyeshadow. So what I do now is go back with my big setting powder brush and just buff out that extra powder that I put on, and that just gets rid of any eyeshadow that might have got falling down there. Okay, for my eyeliner, I use the Bad Gal Bang. So the first thing I do is I put it underneath the top of my lid. So I just lift it up and just put it all across that line. And that just kind of thickens up makes my eyelashes look a little bit thicker. And then I will put a little bit down at the bottom at the corner. This is called Eyeko, E-Y-E-K-O, and it is a like a gel pen, and I'll come just do a couple of like little dots along the eyelash line.
What is that?
This was in one of our Fun boxes.
It's eyeliner.
Yeah.
And it's liquid.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think you used liquid.
I started using it when you did. Remember when I got jealous and said I like that how black it is?
Ooh, I just got some navy too.
Like this? I have some navy regular.
I went all over Ultralook, and Stila makes it, and it works great.
I'm just not good at these because I feel like I start putting it on and then I have to make it thicker to make it even, and it gets thicker and thicker, and then I really do end up looking like a raccoon.
Alright, so the thing about lip sense is it's like paint. Paint it on. So if you don't get it painted just right, they have another product called Oops. And so I can see right over here, I've got one little bitty dot that's just not cooperating. I use.
All right, now I finish up my
Barely do
eyebrows
that.
because I didn't do anything right in here. And to do that, I also use the Benefit, and it's the really skinny pencil. It's called a Precise pencil. And I just come in and
sometimes I like to use this by Thrive Cosmetics. Brilliant Eye Brightener. So I will just...
Do I have that? Oh yeah, I do.
Line the inside of my eyes. Just gives you a little bit brighter look. Then you can put a little dot right at the corner of your eye.
There's that little white dot right there in the corner.
That's right.
Someone once told me that I'd have a man if I just wear my makeup with that little white dot right there. That's all I need to do.
This isn't. That's all it takes.
I tried it once or twice. I decided that was okay. I didn't get a man.
All right, so now I'm ready for hair.
Well,
I may just do one little last coat of mascara.
because you always do. She acts like she doesn't. She loves her mascara.
I do.
Okay, now my eyes are done. I'm doing mascara too.
I learned that from my aunt.
This is the Bad Gal Bang. Do you have your girl's best friend with you?
Girl's best friend what?
Your girl's best friend tool.
I don't know what that is.
I need it because I smudged.
Oh, I will get it.
Kim has her secret girl's best friend tools. I got a little mascara.
So when I was a little girl, I used to go stay with my aunt in Amarillo, and she used to take me all over. And I learned two things from her. Heavy mascara is beautiful, but if you mess up, these are a girl's best friend. Q-tips.
I read an article one time that said if you have heavy eyelids, kind of like I do, that you're never supposed to go without putting mascara on your bottom lashes. Which sometimes I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes, but after that, I do always.
I do.
I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference, but
You just have to go light. I mean, you have to be really, really careful and make sure you don't get it on your bottom lashes. I mean, on your skin underneath. But if you do, girl's best friend. Q-tip will help with that.
okay. I got one more step before lipstick.
All right,
I'm sorry, I'm slow.
No, let's see.
So-
You're not slow. You're just complicated.
I love this. This is from It Cosmetics, and it's called Confidence in Your Glow, and it has just like one ombre effect of colors. And I use my blush brush, and I go across it, and I just come back in because I like a lot of blush. Everything looks better with some more. What is it your mom used to say? You'll feel better if you just put a little blush on.
Or a little lipstick. I think that was what I was told when I had a little bit of an attitude problem.
Well,
I felt like maybe if I had blush on,
I said that same thing around here to you before. Just put a little blush on, Kim. And now
The
I'll
other
put a
thing
little
we
lipstick.
joke about is when I go shopping for shoes with my mom, and I still am picky, and you know, if the toe's too rounded, I didn't like it. If it was too pointy, I didn't like it. But then, you know, you get older, it's comfort, and so finally she's just like, you just put them on and don't look down.
Put them on, down. I've lost my lipstick.
Well, you had it.
You took my lipstick. I'm just kidding.
Did you want this gloss too?
Is that mine?
Yeah, it's yours.
Okay, I'm doing the blue red. Alright, I'm only going to do 2 coats. I don't wear as much color as Kim does. Because I typically just
what
do
you don't wear
gloss.
on your lips, you make up for on your cheeks.
I certainly do. And I'm using the red glitter gloss. So I'm almost there.
You still gotta put your hair on.
Oh, that's the easy part.
I know.
Alright, time for hair. Did you bring a brush?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you tell them what wig you're wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing Cameron by John Renault in large cap in 12FS8, also known as Shaded Praline. Misty has trimmed out a side swept bang for me. This wig doesn't come like that. And then I've used pinking shears at the hairline to kind of disrupt that straight line and make it look like a more natural hairline.
I'm wearing Reese.
In large cap?
Well, this is a large cap. Typically, I don't wear a large cap. But we did a show on large caps, and I just wanted it. But I really think the next time I'll just go average again.
Really?
Yeah, because it just...
I like the large cap. It's just more comfortable.
It is comfortable, but this is my favorite wig. This is Ice Mocha R.
And this is what Reese looks like in the back. I'm sorry, Cameron.
And this is what Reese looks like in the back. Oh, I'm stuck. Cute. Little shag.
All right, well,
If
for
you
those of
managed
you
to make it all the way through.
Thank you. Thank you
deserve
for
a
watching.
prize.
Turn your notifications on for YouTube because you never know when we're going to show up. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest,
Instagram.
So come see us.
Bye.
Bye.